because free doesn't mean good.
I think that this is a common misconception that a lot of people have. America is one of the only places where you can get free healthcare. We have more free healthcare clinics than anybody else in the world. Most of our hospitals, not all, but most of our hospitals operate as 501c3s, otherwise in America known as nonprofits, meaning that if they choose, though they don't actually have the right to refuse anybody emergency services, it's actually against the law to refuse people emergency services, so bullet wounds and emergency surgeries and broken limbs and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Those can actually not be refused. And then on top of that, we're one of the only places in the world that if you have under a certain income bracket, your health care and all costs can be waived up to, in some states, 90% or more. Meaning that out of pocket, so long as you ask, so long as you inform them that you cannot pay for XYZ surgery because you're under this income bracket, they get an entire tax write-off, which means that technically our taxes will pay for them, but they can also get tax credits, which is an entirely separate thing. On top of that, our healthcare standards are typically better. Not always. You can obviously find some Canadian hospitals who have high turnover and high bed turnover, meaning that they get through patients faster. But the one thing we don't have for most people, regardless of whether they have insurance or not, are very long wait lists. This obviously does not include organ donor lists, because that's going to be long anywhere, right? You have to wait for somebody to die, you have to properly store it, has to match you. But we're one of the only countries in the world that you can go in, get a surgery, get out the same day, go back for a checkup later in the week, and still pay far, far less than you would in taxes anywhere else.